Every day, you face a great deal of uncertainty. But one thing remains the same. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Discover the American Southwest, where the landscape is painted by time itself. Towering crimson rock, breathtaking starlit skies. Arizona's blend of past and present invites you to rediscover what truly matters. Verizon knows there's no better way to stream your Disney favorites than on America's most reliable network. That's why we include Disney Plus with your unlimited plan. And plans start at just $35 per line. I really don't have a financial background, so buying my first home was overwhelming. This time around, I used Rocket Mortgage. Their learning center explained what I needed and what I was signing. Effortlessly combine demand insights, supply constraints, and machine learning to improve profitability while delivering unmatched customer service. Oracle leads in supply chain planning. Discover new flavors, explore new places, while sharing unique moments with those you love most. Enhance your experience wherever you are with San Pellegrino. Inhale its aroma. Taste its perfection. Hear its gentle crack. Awaken your senses with Lindt Excellence. Welcome to the Live Podcast, the place where brands transform, dreams become reality, and stories become legends. Get ready to elevate your media branding experience with your host, Anita Sonia, the founder of Live Podcast Media. Let's do this.
Hi, it's Ann Carden here. I'm a top business growth strategist and the founder of the Expert in You programs and brand. And I'm so excited to be a proud sponsor of the 100 Days Live podcast with Anita Sonia. Anita is doing such great work out there, and I can't wait to be part of the 100 Days Live podcast. Anita aligns with what I do in my business to help my clients because I help them really build their influence and step up their game so that they can add that $1 million or even more with ultra high-end clients. I would love to invite you to check out one of my programs called $1 Million Accelerator. It's a mastermind and mentorship program that helps you add that $1 million or even beyond to your business, but do it with high caliber, $25,000 to $125,000 plus clients, months, or paydays. So check that out at annlcarden.com/mastermind. And if it looks like something that you would like to be part of, then you can apply there. Have an amazing day. And don't forget to be part of the 100 Days Live podcast with Anita Sonia.
Hey everyone, it's Katie here from eCam, and we are so incredibly excited to be partnering with Anita Sonia on her 100 Days of Live podcasting event. It's going to be absolutely incredible with some really amazing speakers and content. So if you are ready to learn.
Hello everyone. Welcome to live podcast, 100 live podcast for 100. I am here to present about live streaming, about podcasting, about broadcasting, media branding, everything that help you to create content. So we are here today with Gabe Leal. Gabriel, am I right pronouncing your name, Gabriel? Welcome. This is your first time on my show. I'm very happy that you are here.
I'm excited I'm here. I always love the opportunity to come on. And number one, let me say thank you, Katie, for sponsoring this. The team over at eCam Live, they are amazing. Ken and Glenn, the founders, and everybody there that does such amazing work. So if you haven't checked out eCam Live, please do. They are amazing, and they just are so supportive of everything they do. So that was awesome that they sponsor you, Anita. And I'm just glad to be here to talk about this and everything live streaming. It's my favorite thing in the world.
Thank you so much. Yes, it's not only eCam. I am blessed with all of the people and brands who have been sponsoring me, supporting me from the very beginning. I started live streaming, telling my idea. They say it's crazy idea to go live streaming for 100 days. Many people do that, even more. But you know what I mean, because the challenge is real here in Bali. Like, the bandwidth, the crowded place. When I started like 3 years ago, this is like the third time I did 100 days. But yes, this year the challenge is really, really real. What I mean is like my schedule, and then also I went away for a while for my birthday, and so it is like a tourist place, but the internet connection sucks, so I have to replace the schedule, something like that. The bandwidth was suck, and then, well, eCam needs really special bandwidth, right? Certain bandwidth here that even on the developing country still cannot cover it. And then also, yeah, it is really great to have you today. It's an honor to have you. Thank you so much for being here today. Finally, that you are here for me. What make
Yes.
you decided to talk with me on 100 Days Live podcast? I hope that in the coming year, next year actually, the best interviews I'm going to put on my book too. So the forward will be written by Rob Lee and Todd Cochrane. You know them, the Hall of Famers
Yes.
of podcasting. So I'm very happy you are here today. How have you been?
Y- I am wonderful. Anita, I've had so much going on, and just real quick, what you do is pretty amazing. I mean, anybody
Mm-hmm.
who's ever done live streaming or anything to do 100 days, it's a lot of work. Okay. It's a lot of work to put these together and to have these kinds of conversations with people.
Uh-huh.
And, it's,
Thank
it,
you.
it takes,
You know
it
it.
takes a lot. It takes a lot of effort for those who just tune in sometimes and watch and comment. This is work. Like, this is work to put it into, but it's a labor of love, and it's a passion that people get to share this. And, it's something that I hold near and dear to my heart as well. I have been doing live streaming and creating
Mm-hmm.
since 2019.
Wow.
And I I find this to be so much of a thrill every time that I get to
Mm-hmm.
come on, even though I've done it. I've done over, 1,000 hours. I've done over 600 live streams, but yet every time
Yeah.
that I come on,
On
I
your
still
bio
get
is
the
still
excitement.
500, Gavin, that fast. So you need to update your bio. And then you mentioned about online dating. Oh my God. So are we going to talk about
Yes.
online dating today or about live streaming? I am psyched.
Uh, no, 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 no. So it's both, because I do a live streaming show
Uh-huh.
talking about
Uh-huh.
love. Me and my fiance have
Mm-hmm.
done already one season, and we're launching
Uh-huh.
another season at the beginning of the year, where we talk
Mm-hmm.
about love and relationships, but it's done through live streaming. So we get
Mm-hmm.
live commentary. We get people who come in and sometimes share their experiences, or they ask
Mm-hmm.
questions about dating and everything else. And it's done live, and it gets to merge my love and passion for live streaming. And then it's our
Mm-hmm.
love and curiosity for helping others want to figure out how to find love, how to date, how to do all the stuff that isn't easy. Trust me, it isn't easy.
I know. And then before it was like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, until last year, people pushed me to have someone, a boyfriend or a husband. Because here it is not normal on my age being single, and they say, "Come on, you struggle alone, you have to have someone, blah blah blah," and they push me, right? So and then okay, I tried it, it didn't work. What I mean, like, oh, I want to make my life better first. You know what I mean? But then so
Yeah,
I can meet the right person, right? That is what I wanted to do. But then okay, you do that. So see, I'm still doing the experiment with eCam, because I did it before, but it is already disappearing. My logo and everything. See, it is like
there
the
you go.
children playground. So yeah, it didn't work. But then people say, "Oh, like this, like this." Okay.
Well, look,
Before men ghosted me, blah blah blah, and then okay, just
yes.
I was very loyal, Gabby, and then after that, uh, okay, why should I waste my time and energy for the people who don't, you don't give the right love that I need, that I give, because we give the same love, right? We expect the same love that from them. And then okay, now I meet people think that I don't date because there is no man. Well, there are plenty fish in the sea, right? So
Yes,
so
and look,
okay, the
here's the
more
thing,
men
Anita.
hurt me, the men more
No,
are being
no,
bad. I will get more men, something like that. No, no, what I mean like it's okay. It's I don't want to have a broken heart anymore. When it is going bad, then I will meet more men until I meet the right time. So something like this.
yes, and it's the thing. Look, Anita, this you can have self love. It's okay. It's self love as
Mm-hmm.
well. You don't always
Mm-hmm.
have to have somebody in your life. That's
That's
what love is
true.
all
That's what
about.
I mean. So.
Yes. So you love on yourself for a while. You do the things that you fancy, everything that you want to go do, and then
Mm-hmm.
when you're finally ready, and you say, "Okay,
Mm-hmm.
let me go get a guy," then
Yeah.
you can go put yourself out there and find the one that works. Wait, that works for you, not whatever the people want you to have, but what works with Anita, works with her schedule, her lifestyle, the things that she does. Like you can't have somebody in your life that doesn't love live streaming. So if you have live
Mm-hmm.
streaming in your life and this is what you do, they have to
Mm-hmm.
understand that's a part of who Anita Sonia is. They have to know that she does these things and talks to different weird, crazy people all over the globe, and they
That's
have to be
right.
able to say, okay, they have to be able to be accepting of that. And if they can't,
Mm-hmm.
bye
Yeah,
bye.
it's
Okay.
true. What I mean is like, huh, you are handsome, right? You are rich, right? But you are not good. Don't you think that there are many other better men? So I do that. Okay, there are always better men. Oh, this is like, yeah, plenty fish in the ocean, they say. So about the live streaming for the online dating, Gabi, there are so many platforms that do the online dating, but there are so many fake profiles also. So it
Oh
becomes your
gosh.
business now, right? And then how do
Yes.
you select your members, or and how do you match the members, because you have the you and your fiancé have the background of psychology also, even though before you are on the video production and more than 600 now. That's why I told you to update your bio. It's
Bio.
500 on
Well,
the bio. It is really funny. And then
so
so why suddenly you jump into online dating? It is really, really,
okay.
it is very, very, I'm curious
Well,
about it. Please do.
here's the thing, Anita. I've always had an idea to do a love show. It
Mm-hmm,
just happened that I find the right person in my
mm-hmm,
life and I
mm-hmm,
integrated into doing live streaming because I'd always
mm-hmm,
talked about wanting to talk about love because I didn't have it. I was single
mm-hmm,
too. I didn't, I had all the problems that everybody else has and the
mm-hmm,
ghosting and all this stuff that was crazy in having to deal with dating. And I
mm-hmm,
knew that once I met my fiance Yvette and
mm-hmm,
we talked about it, she said, "Yeah, I would love." She doesn't mind coming on live. I brought her into my world of live streaming,
mm-hmm.
and we started wanting to help people. And we started getting clients. But here's the thing: people have to learn how to heal from their past before they can move
That's
forward
true. That's
into
true.
future relationships. So that's what we do. We help people who want to heal first and then get back into the world of dating so that
Mm-hmm,
they have a solid foundation that ultimately will hopefully find them that person they spend the rest of their life with.
mm-hmm.
You know, that's always our goal. That's our goal is to find a client that's going to be a one-time client. I mean,
And
I
then,
know it's crazy. That's crazy, but that's like how recruiting is. You want to when you're recruiting, you find the person a job, and hopefully they stay at that job for however long that lasts. And it's the same thing with us. We hope that that person finds that soulmate, that a forever person to spend the rest of their life with, and they don't need us anymore. It's crazy, but it is it is the
that's
goal
true.
for us because we have that ourselves, and we just want other people to experience the joy and elation that comes from it. And we do it live
Mm-hmm,
because there's so many people that can watch and tune in and ask us questions right
mm-hmm.
there and then, just like doing a live stream now. People can ask questions and say, "Hey,
That's
I have a
true.
dating question. Like on my profile, should I use my professional photo? My,
Mm-hmm,
you know, whatever." You get to ask these questions of experts and people that we have on, and we're
mm-hmm.
bringing on experts who are. matchmakers and people like that to give like dating, like even people that work for some of the companies that are these platforms for dating, like on Hinge or Tinder or anywhere else,
Mm-hmm.
and give advice and things that people can use so that maybe it'll be less of a hassle to go find somebody and go out, even just to go out on a decent date. So,
So,
that's what
what
we've
is
been
the
working on.
contribution of live streaming here in your program? I need to watch it really. Are there many
Okay,
handsome
okay.
men for me
So
there?
so our contribution is that we live stream
Mm-mm,
um certain topics that have to do with love,
mm-mm,
dating, and relationships. So
mm-hmm,
we go live and we talk about, let's just say we talk about like how to build your dating profile. We've done that on
mm-hmm,
an episode where we did a live, like showing people how to set up a dating profile on a dating app. We
mm-hmm,
did that live and we talked about it, and we talked about our own experiences, and then we had people who came in and contributed and like, hey, I did this and it didn't work, or I don't do that. Like, we gave tips and guidance in helping people figure out how to successfully find a way to date that's going to land you, a X amount of potential people who might come in and want to talk to you. So we've
mm-hmm.
done this with live streaming because it gives people answers in real time. Like, it's live, so there's no,
That's true.
I have to
That's
I
true.
have to
I
type in a
agree.
comment and wait for somebody to respond back. I can look at the comment or the question
Mm-hmm,
right there and then and answer it as it comes along. That's why I love these things, because it's like a seminar or master class
mm-hmm,
that's happening live, and people get to ask these questions of us or our experts or the people that we bring on. I mean, we talk about past traumas, so we've talked in those kinds of relationships as well, because
mm-hmm,
we want people to understand it's okay to not feel like you're ready. Like, we don't want people to push into it either. That's why our
mm-hmm,
advice is to sometimes you got to understand yourself first and have self-love for you before you move into dating and wanting to get into somebody else, because you're just setting yourself up for more heartache. And who wants that, Anita? I don't want heartache again. I want to be able to be happy and
mm-hmm.
have somebody that I can have tea with in
Have
the
that
afternoon,
sparks
or
again, the butterfly on your belly. So.
yes. Exactly. So that's why we do it, and we do it live. Our show's
mm-hmm,
called Unwrap Love, and it's the same name of our company,
mm-hmm,
because that's what we're doing. We're unwrapping love as a gift to anyone and everybody who wants to come along and join us for our ride. And it's
mm-hmm,
the best part of what I do. And I'm about to relaunch my Unfiltered Live. I'm doing a second season of that as well, where I'm going to be doing
mm-hmm,
interviews and stuff. So I'm jumping back into live streaming because, to me, it is the best way to build an audience, to build engagement, and to build community, because
I
you allow
agree.
those people to be a part of your life and your show, and they
Mm-hmm,
feel like they can contribute no matter what. It's the best part about live streaming that I see so many creators miss out on, because they don't pay attention, or they don't integrate their audience into their conversations. I know you want to
mm-hmm,
have a conversation with your guest, but sometimes these people here, they want to be their part of the too. They want to ask questions of you or your guest,
mm-hmm,
and by allowing it to be live, you're giving them the space and the latitude to ask for whatever advice, or even after the show's over, they get to know who you are as a person, and they might reach out to you afterwards and say, "Hey, Anita, what you shared during the show really touched me. Is there something that you might be able to share, or can I do something to contribute?" I
mm-hmm,
mean, it just sparks natural fellowship and engagement with people, and it's why I love the platform of live streaming, because you can have everything go right, Anita. You can, and
mm-hmm,
then you've done this. You've have everything go wrong, and it's a reflection of what life is. Your camera doesn't cut on, your lights don't cut on, your audio cuts out. And then you have the days where everything works. The lighting is perfect. The conversation is on point. Everything is magical that day. And that's
mm-hmm.
what live streaming is. It's a reflection of life. We have our good days and with bad days. Same thing with live streaming.
Yeah, and what is the biggest goal of your program? Are you going to build a membership or even maybe cooperate with the other dating platform, or maybe in the future you have your own platform to create the
Well,
dating app?
we've talked about building our own dating platform and,
Yes.
and integrating because we're writing a love book too. So we're writing a
Mm-hmm.
love book about um, our experiences and the things that we want to contribute to other
Mm-hmm.
people's lives and those things. So we're writing a love book.
Mm-hmm.
It'll come out sometime next year because we're both busy at this moment. But we also talked about like how we would want to take our own experiences and build
Mm-hmm.
a dating app
Mm-hmm.
that would be comfortable for everybody to join, especially what I found out is sometimes, and I don't know, I'm not going to ask your age, but some of us older people have a little bit more time trying to get acclimated into dating, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't think that it's age friendly for some of us. I think it's made
Mm-hmm.
for the younger generation to just swipe through and just look at profiles and
That's
nothing.
true. But I don't care about my age. I wasted my time to work at that time, not to date someone because of, yeah, I want to make my life better. But you see me, like people never believe in my age anyway. From the university when I was with like the vice president of Citibank or the major policeman, teaching them on private lesson, you know what I mean? Like the uh it is really really confidential relationship between the teacher and the private students because they are high rank people, right? Also the district navigation really really leader or something like that. So yeah, it's for me it was like and also the director of a bank here, at that time he was still a branch manager of a bank, and then I knew him because of his wife was what is it like told him that her husband was also my student when I work in a bank at that time, foreign bank. So something like that, Gabi, that I don't care about my age because people always consider me like a little girl. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
once they told me like this, you sound very mature on the phone, but then when we meet, you are just a little girl. Then you know what happened on the next day? I went to the bank to teach him for our session, and then I wear jacket like this to be formal, and I wear glasses only to look older, to look more professional. You see, people never believe in my age. Well, in here, the culture, the community will consider you to be respected and admit that you are an expert if you are old or look old at least. Well, it never happened to me. I always work with older people or with the same age, but they don't admit me as being old, and I don't want to be old. So okay, finally I have to accept that, Gabi, that okay, let it be. So are there any membership on your program, or are you going to create one?
So yes, so we're
Mm-hmm.
actually going to be building a membership as well. So how it's gonna work is that
Mm-hmm.
we're going to have not just one-on-one programs, but then we're
Mm-hmm.
also going to have like courses that you can take
Mm-hmm.
apart from just having conversations with us, so that you
Uh,
can get guidance a little bit more in what it is that you how you want to communicate with somebody,
oh.
because there is a protocol when you date and when you start opening conversations
Mm-hmm.
with somebody in a dating app, and how to not be like so forward, and how to actually come at it and be formal
Mm-hmm.
and polite with somebody so that you can really start to get to open a conversation and have somebody. I find it in most of the conversations, some of these individuals have a hard time doing that. They don't know how to open up with a conversation. And
Mm-hmm.
me and you, we have practice at doing this, though. We have
Wow.
conversations all the time, but it's different when somebody else wants
Yeah.
to do. This is my lovely um,
Let me
fiance,
see
if you
her.
want to
Let me
say
see
hello,
her. Hello.
right here.
How should I
She's the
pronounce
one.
your how should I
Her
pronounce
name
her
her
name?
name is Yvette. This is
Yvette.
Yvette. This is
Yvette.
This one.
Hi,
right there.
Yvette. How are
Hi.
She's
you?
my
Nice to
partner.
see
She's my
you.
part.
You should go
She's my
or
partner
live
and
streaming
and
together like this.
and
It looks
and
romantic, you see.
yes, and Unwrapped Love, she's the other half, so she's
Mm-hmm.
my partner in crime, and she's the one that we do these, we've done our 1st season, and then our
Mm-hmm.
2nd season will be, sometime next year when we decide
Mm-hmm.
to launch. She's trying to finish it. She's doing her, graduation for her master's.
Congratulations. And then it's
Yes.
like
Thank you.
I would
Oh,
like to ask her something actually.
so
Funny.
yes, and
Yeah, what I mean is
so
like also another question about this because you have the membership and then it was really surprising for me that you have another program that you can expand to another thing with courses and everything and maybe you will lead into coaching and consultation, right? So it's not only about
yes,
how to meet the right person but how we develop ourselves, improve ourselves, right? Healing our past and then living the past. Because I know that there are some men who have date, but they are still with their what is it, ex-girlfriend or something like that, visited them or
yes,
something like that. So it's not comfortable to build a new relationship for another girl to come into their life. And then how
yes.
do you advise them in such kind of situation? I mean, yes, many people feel that it is really hard to leave the past to enter a new phase in their life, right? Is it about fears or about confidence? What are your clients mostly have? What kind of challenges do you usually have?
So most of them,
Mm-hmm.
and that we come in contact with is, first of all, being able to actually feel like they can open their heart
Mm-hmm.
again to
Mm-hmm.
somebody new.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we do, most of the clients that we've dealt with, they are older in age, so they've been married before, they've had a previous spouse, so they have an
Mm-hmm.
ex-wife or they have kids, and it's learning how to integrate all those things into your dating life. So, um, I went and got my love science. So I don't know if you know this, but there's a love science certification that you can get, and
Wow.
uh, I got my certification so that we can teach
Mm-hmm.
people and coach them into learning how to actually understand love for
Mm-hmm.
themselves and then for their partners, or just in the world of dating, or even in family, like learning how to love. So we want to
Yes.
talk about love in all aspects of your life,
Mm-mm. Not only as
and
a
we
couple or man and woman, right?
yeah, and we want to be able to give people the tools, the right, I mean, you wouldn't go to work without the right tools. If you were, if you're at a bank and you're working there, you got to be able to count money, right? You got to be able to do these things if you're going to
Mm-hmm.
count and
Mm-hmm.
be in the world of finance. Same
Mm-hmm.
thing with love. You got to have the right tools and learn how to open up and communicate and share with somebody. So if you're not used to doing that and you have a hard
Mm-hmm.
time doing it, that's what we coach you into helping you do, is to learn to open up those channels of communication so that you can build a foundation with your partner
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully build a very long lasting love and relationship that, again, you won't have to ever do this again. So
How long is the right time to do that, to be open to your partner about your plan in relationship? Because men usually run away after the second date or the third date to do that, right? And then
yes. So we've
how
coached women we've coached women in doing this because
uh,
they have to, I know, when we're men, we fall in love and we want what we want. Our heart tells us, "Oh, we want this individual, we want this woman. She's amazing. She's all these other things." And we
mm-mm.
go after what we want. We're like hunters. We do
Mm-hmm.
these things where, in telling women that, sometimes you have to be comfortable and you have to be able to say no sometimes and learn to say
Mm-hmm.
set a boundary with
Mm-hmm.
a
I
guy, even if
agree.
you feel like even if you feel like you really really like him and you want to spend a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
You also have to set a foundation for yourself so that you know that you're going to be comfortable and in a way sort of protect yourself, because you,
Mm-hmm.
y opening up and building trust takes time, and it doesn't happen on a first date, on a second date, on a third date. Sometimes it takes, 2 months, 4 months, 6 months to be able to open up about that. So there's no perfect timetable, We just
Mm-hmm.
tried to coach people into saying that you have to understand that you got to feel comfortable with where you're at in your life, and then you can feel comfortable with that other person and allowing them to slowly start coming into your life, and you giving them trust and love, and just being that at that point truly open and vulnerable with them.
And
It's amazing.
how to know that the man is really, into a relationship? Because the first attraction for men, mostly, I say mostly, even though I know not all, is from the physical appearance, right? From the
Yes.
performance. So this is
So
difficult
yes, you
question.
have, and that's another thing that we have talked about as well.
Mm-hmm.
And what we do, coach, is like, hey, you look, there's no, if a guy's pressuring you into
Mm-hmm.
wanting to do things that you're not comfortable with and having
Mm-hmm.
things like sex or anything,
Mm-hmm.
like you have, again, this is where you have to have control and have boundaries and say no.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're not ready for that, then I promise you, they're probably not the right person for you.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking for something else apart from just wanting to be with you and having a relationship. They're looking for something more. And the right person for you
Mm-hmm.
will feel comfortable with whatever you want. So they'll
Mm-hmm.
be able to say, hey, Anita, I don't care if we don't do this for like now or 2 months or 3 months down the road or six, however long, until you're ready to do that with them,
Mm-hmm.
with that individual. Like, that's the right person for you, not the one that's
Mm-hmm.
pressuring you into, "Hey, come on, baby. Hey, come on, baby. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I just wanna let's touch each other." It's good to feel all that. It does feel great, but you also gotta learn to have a little bit of moderation and self-control about yourself. So, yeah, we
Mm-hmm.
teach people kind of where to judge their own timetable about that.
Isn't it a bit scary? Not being cheap, what I mean is like when men, okay, you don't want to do this like what I want to, then there are many other women who want to do that. There are that kind of men's mindset, right? And then women have fears because of it, right? Oh, I don't want to lose you. It seems that it is really hard to start dating again, and then to pick the right person, it can be very overwhelming, and then you run away like that because I don't want to follow what you want to, because it takes time for me. It's different between men and women, right? Woman is into feeling, while men is into something else. You know what I mean? So what do you think
Yes.
about that, Gabby? You're frozen
Yes.
here.
Oh, no. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I still can hear you and see you, but you are frozen.
Oh, no. I don't know what happened.
No, it's
Uh,
okay.
live streaming,
Maybe
I
the
guess.
bandwidth.
Um,
Can you see
maybe
me
the band, yeah.
still?
I can see you, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like you said, it's frozen, and I can still talk. I don't, I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on.
Don't worry, it will be a
Um,
podcast also. Our recording will be on Blueberry for podcast.
okay, okay.
And
But yeah,
Tatokren is also live now. So
I don't know. It's a crazy world of life. This is what I love, though. I don't know.
y-
You never know what you're gonna get. It's like
yeah.
date. It is like dating, though, Anita. You never know what you're
Oh
gonna get. I mean,
no.
you could you might see a picture, you might see everything that works, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, you
But
meet
that's
that person
okay.
in
It
real
means
life.
that that is real. We don't make it. You know what I mean? Like it's real. This is us, real time. You see what we have here, right? Yeah, it's not
Yes,
like being made or being planned or something like that. So
yes. So it's just it is. But that's the wonderful thing about all of this, Anita, is that
mm-hmm,
no matter what, um, whether we're talking about live streaming or whether we're talking about dating,
mm-hmm,
you're never going to have the same expectation. You're never going to have the same experience
mm-hmm,
um, each time that you do it. Like if you go out on a date, you're never going to have the same date.
mm-hmm.
With this conversation will never be the same, even if we have a second one. It'll be different.
That's true. That's true. I did it with Andrew Ways
I've
at
already
that
given it to her
time. Facebook deleted my
like
live streaming, right?
40
And
minutes
then
ago.
yeah,
Yes, so it's
so
I'm talking because I'm trying to figure out why my camera keeps it's frozen.
uh-huh.
And I can see you moving. That's the crazy part. I can see you moving. I just not moving.
It's okay.
But
or
yes,
but
as
don't
long as people can
worry.
still hear me talk. As
Yeah,
long as
yeah.
they can still hear me. Okay.
It's
Um,
great. Don't
but
worry about that. So, yes, for your program in the future, what is your plan besides the courses, the membership, and then you are writing a book again for that? It is really,
yeah.
really amazing. I didn't know that the chances of dating on live streaming is a real thing, you know what I mean? Like people
Yeah.
usually talk about trauma healing, NLP, hypnotherapy, you
Yeah.
know what I mean, business, Bitcoin. But this is really different that you are into dating in live streaming. It's another
Well,
business.
it's
I
a
didn't know it is that big. Or maybe you can combine it with the traveling, you know. There are so many
yeah.
traveling websites and groups that lead into dating also, Gabi.
Look, dating is a $1 billion industry. So there's
Wow.
ways for you to get into
Mhm.
dating, and this is it. And ultimately, what we want to be able to do is take what we've learned and the experiences that we
Uh-huh.
do, and bring other people that have had similar experiences in, and to teach them how to start coaching this as well.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't think this world could ever run out of love. Like it's an infinite thing. You can always have love. You can always teach people about love. People are always discovering love. People are always
Mhm.
like so there's so much you can do in talking about it and bringing it into, you know, into a business, and actually have there's successful people that I've met already,
Mhm.
and there's like events and stuff like this that people do where
Mhm.
they have these huge like dating and love coaching conferences. It's crazy, but
Mhm.
it's a big industry, and it's something that I was like, you know what, I want to get into this because
Mhm.
I feel like I want to contribute into somebody else's happiness. And if I can help somebody find that person they can spend the rest of their life with, and they can
Mhm.
be happy eternally for however long that is, then my purpose is filled, and I'm happy with what I've done.
Mhm. And what is the success story of your clients, Gabi, in this crazy dating thing? You know what I mean?
So so far we're waiting, like, because sometimes it takes time
Mhm.
to build into a relationship, and we've only started doing
Mhm.
this for a couple months. So
Is it
our
also with the
si-
matchmaker on your
so
program
so we've been
among
doing
the
it for 6
members?
months. Yes. So we've been doing it for 6 months, but we wanna be able to have, like, a year-long track record. So it's gonna take a little while
Ah,
to start
okay.
seeing, like, all the results coming in from people who've used us and kind of talked about it,
Uh-huh.
and and be able to say, "You know what? It worked. I met this person, we dated,
Mm,
and we've been together now for 2 years or 3 years, and it was
mhm.
because of Gabe and Yvette," and that's what we want. We want to start seeing that, but it's going to take
Yeah,
time for it to happen and maturate over time, because dating takes a while, and building relationship takes a while. It's not an overnight thing, but so far, some of the people we've put together or had the opportunity to they're still there. Some of them
mhm.
aren't. It hasn't been. You're gonna have. I'm sorry, just gonna have failures in love, and it's part of. I think it's part of the industry. It's not every one of them is gonna be a success, but
That's
there's
true.
things you can
That's
learn. You
true.
can learn from it though. There's
Or
things
maybe
we can
they just
learn.
haven't found the right one, that's all.
Ye Yeah, and that's
Or
all we
maybe
can
they
do.
don't make the efforts to actually in relationship we really need to make time for it, right? Many people
Yes.
only use it as a feeling or something like that in their activities. Well, actually you really have to make efforts for it. You need to make time for your couple or someone you love. You know what I mean? It's not just like, okay, I want to date, but you don't make any efforts to spare some time really for the quality time at least, right?
Yes. So, I know, and we will eventually we'll have the opportunity to have people, be
Mm-hmm.
able to give us, um, like, their their recommendations, and they'll be able to give us like their reviews and stuff that we can post. But right now,
Mm-hmm.
um, it's still very early, so some of these things take time for us to figure out. But
Mm-hmm.
we'll get there, and as we keep doing it more and more and more, Anita,
Mm-hmm.
we start getting better at doing it, and having these conversations and helping people find what it is that they do. I mean, somebody, it's like, again, somebody can say, hey, build me a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you can say build me a podcast doesn't mean you can get everything ready and have everything set and it's going to be
That's true.
successful. It takes time to build an audience. It takes time to find the results and returns in
Yeah.
doing it. And it takes the work and the effort, like you said. And it's the same thing with you do in dating. Like you in finding a relationship, it takes time, it takes effort, it takes all these things. And eventually, if you stay consistent with it, you'll find the results that you're seeking. So
Yeah, and I'm very happy now. It seems that I have someone special also. It is a secret, but now I tell you so that.
oh, see,
Oh.
look what we get to reveal here. We get these reveals on these
Oh.
shows like this. So we're gonna have to learn more about this. We're gonna know
Yeah,
the
it is like
secret.
sometimes okay because I'm an introvert and sometimes I need someone. In the past I used to dream about a man who protects me or something like that, but what happened is the opposite, right? I was the one who protect them, for example, but then this special young man was really brave. Where are you? I want to meet you. And then we met right away. And there is one day, it was on my status actually.
Oh
You
my
know, I'm
gosh! Look
really
at
to
you,
post
Anita.
about personal stuff
Look at
on
you.
Facebook, right? And then where you I met
Yes.
you, and it was one day after. Oh, what the hell! I don't want to have a broken heart anymore. You know, waiting for people or men who ghosted me, blah blah blah. Okay, this is the time that I have to move on. I want to meet someone, and I met him on the next day, Gabe. So it was like,
Oh
oh my
my
god,
gosh!
and it was
Looky
like,
there.
and then it was
See,
like
we got our own love stories here.
And he
It
was very
is. Yep.
positive, like, okay, let's go to that restaurant. Well, it was the restaurant I have been wanting to go, you know what I mean? Like before
Yes.
meeting him, I planned with my friends, but never happened. Well, usually we just go to the restaurant, you know, this, oh, let's go there. But it was like the place I wanted to
Well,
visit, you know what I mean? So, oh, what happened? What happened with me? Even my friends said, uh, at that time, I was with her. She knew when I refused men or rejected men or you know just a little chat and then ignored them or I ran away because I was shy, you know. But what happened with this gentleman? It happened that way. Like okay, we can go. So,
oh my gosh, look at
oh,
you.
it
Fine,
was
look, see,
crazy.
look, see how it makes you see, look, this is why we do it, because see how it
What?
makes you happy and giddy and smile and having that
Oh,
person and
really?
thinking about them.
Oh, that's
That's what
dangerous.
that's that's what that's what the love show is about, because we want the results just
I
like
don't know
that.
if
So
that is love,
and,
but yes, he was very positive and very supportive. What I mean
good.
is
See,
like,
look at that. Look at there.
what
Okay,
is
so
look
before
at
we
that?
hop
Don't
off,
make me
because
say.
I don't I don't
How to
I don't want this to
colors.
I don't want this to end as abruptly. My battery's gonna die on my laptop here in a few minutes,
I
but
know, but
uh,
this is
uh,
a really great interview talking about this. I didn't know it will be this challenging to talk about love online because, yeah, what is it? You talk about business before you talk about live streaming and podcasting before, but suddenly, Gabe is the love enthusiast. What does it mean with the love enthusiast? Oh my God,
I, I
what
I love
happens?
love. I love
Uh-huh.
seeing love. I love creating love. I love all the things that have to do with love. And I just took my skills of live streaming and business and
Mm-hmm.
podcasting, put it all together, and wanted to start a business in helping
Mm-hmm.
others find what it is. And so instead of me doing it to help find people clients, I help it now to help people find their partner for the
Mm-hmm.
rest of their lives. And it's fun, it's amazing. It's been the best part of my journey so far, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting to do it with my partner, which is
Mm-hmm.
what's even special, is that we get to do this together. And that means when we're working and doing stuff, we get to spend time with each other. It's a
Mm-hmm.
win-win. So
Yeah,
I love it.
I
It's the
agree.
best thing about doing this.
And
It's
next time I really want to interview Yvette for this. Really, I would like to see the other side of the story. Is it true that she feels the same like this? You know me, it will be like a woman talk. So you may not watch us while we are talking, or
Well,
because I don't want
I'll
to
talk
have
with
any
her.
secrets. You know what I mean?
I will talk with her, and I'll say that you wanna bring her on and have this conversation and talk about this. I'm pretty sure she'd be open to it. So,
Yeah,
thank you,
I
Anita, so
believe
much
she's a very
for
nice lady. I see. Congratulations for your engagement also and your program, the courses and everything. It's an honor to have you here. That we can talk about other thing next time too. And yeah, you're welcome to contribute on Live Podcast Insider to write about your book, right? And then how live
yes.
streaming and podcasting help you to build this program. And I'm looking forward for it, Gabby.
Yes, and next time we do this, I wanna hear more about this special guy. Hopefully, we'll have a little bit
Oh,
more
I'm going
to
to
talk
meet him
about.
again next month, hopefully, but I don't know. Come on, there are plenty fish in the ocean. I told you.
I
Oh,
know. We'll see. We'll see. This is what's fun
we'll
about
see.
it. So,
Okay,
thank you, Anita.
thank you so much for being here
Uh,
today, and I will
I will.
see you soon.
Yes. Bye, everybody.
So there is Gabe Leal from MPro Media, and then yes, let me return. And again, thank you so much for everyone who have been here, for all of the love and support. Let me. I try to put myself on the solo. Yeah, there I am. So it's really a great journey also in 100 days live podcast. I know that the challenge is real, but then here I am again, very happy to see you after all of the challenges, and thank you so much for all of the birthday wishes. Like really, it's it makes me feel warm, and I don't feel alone because you are here with me, right? For the love, for the support, and then I have a great announcement also that live podcast awards will be held in December so that we can have more time to prepare for the participants, the nominees to provide the right data and everything, right? And maybe they have just started the live streaming and podcasting, and I'm very happy also that they will uh contribute more on live podcast awards, and then I'm going to manage the time also for 100 days live podcast that I need to replace the schedule that I skip because of the challenges, the urgency and emergency that I had before. So again, thank you so much for everyone for the comments, the question, the love. Maybe I haven't what is it? Replay everyone on LinkedIn and also on Facebook, but I'm here to give so much love back to you, just like what Gabi Gabe said, that it should be the mutual relationship, win-win solution, right? So thank you so much again for all of the sponsors, ICAM, Catifax, for especially who have been supporting me in my journey in live streaming, and Garden from Experts in You. If you she's also the cover of our live podcast insider, so you can get it for free by registering to live podcast uh 100 days live podcast, then I can send you for free. And then also, of course, Mark Stinson from Bioscience Spirits, right? And then the one and only Jodie Kringle, our amazing voice actor, who also the voice actor of the opening of live podcast. That makes my live podcast become, fancy, luxurious. I love it. So much love for all of you, and then I'm going to continue my activities today very early I started my day today at 3. I already woke up, and then now it's already almost 7. And then have a great day there in Australia, and then also, yeah, maybe too early in Europe, and have a great evening also in US, Canada. And I love you all again. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Every day, you face a great deal of uncertainty. But one thing remains the same. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Discover the American Southwest, where the landscape is painted by time itself. Towering crimson rock, breathtaking starlit skies. Arizona's blend of past and present invites you to rediscover what truly matters. Verizon knows there's no better way to stream your Disney favorites than on America's most reliable network. That's why we include Disney Plus with your unlimited plan. And plans start at just $35 per line. I really don't have a financial background, so buying my first home was overwhelming. This time around, I used Rocket Mortgage. Their learning center explained what I needed and what I was signing. Effortlessly combined demand insights, supply constraints, and machine learning to improve profitability while delivering unmatched customer service. Oracle leads in supply chain planning. Discover new flavors, explore new places, while sharing unique moments with those you love most. Enhance your experience wherever you are with San Pellegrino. Inhale its aroma. Taste its perfection. Hear its gentle crack. Awaken your senses with Lindt Excellence.